But basically what I mean by practicing intentional learning and why I think this is so important is because you're way more likely to retain information and take action on whatever you're learning if it's important to you in some way. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I'm so excited for this video. I want to first take a second to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I'll talk about them just a little bit later. But the reason why I wanted to film this 15 minimalist morning routine habits video is to hopefully give you guys some ideas that you can possibly implement into your own morning routine. These are all productive and healthy habits. There are a couple things that I want you to keep in mind when you are working on building your morning routine. Do not overwhelm yourself. Instead of trying to implement all of these different habits at once, start with 1 to 2 that you can like really power through and put your energy into, because when we overwhelm ourselves, it's basically game over eventually, and then we fall back into our old routines and our old habits. I do give you guys tips on how to set your foundation for creating a morning routine that works for you, because everybody is so different. So I give some tips on how to go about creating your morning routine in this video. With that being said, be sure to subscribe if you enjoy videos on practical minimalism and intentional living. Also, be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Now, let's get into the 15 minimalist morning routine habits that are healthy and productive. Number 1, plan your day to be in alignment with your goals. Literally sitting down for a couple of minutes, looking at your goals and figuring out what you can do that day, what you can prioritize. I love planning and reverse engineering my goals to really unpack what's going to make the biggest impact for me. I set quarterly goals, and this has been really helpful versus setting like year goals or 5-year goals, because they're a lot more attainable and it's easier for me to wrap my head around it. I prefer to use a digital planning method, which I just use Google Calendar, and I use my reminders app on my iPhone. This has been really helpful. If you're more of somebody that really loves to write down your to-do list, then feel welcome to do that instead. But when you're writing your to-do list, look at your goals and try to align with what's important and what's going to generate the biggest result for you. Number 2, evaluate your responsibilities and see where you can simplify your tasks. So this is sort of like getting comfy with saying no, evaluating what is important to get done, and then seeing where you can simplify. This is a great morning habit to implement. I'm reading this book right now, 6 Months to 6 Figures by Peter Voogd. He says that instead of making just a to-do list, make a not to-do list. So basically the things that you won't be doing that you're saying no to, for things that you're saying yes to. This can really help to not only give you peace of mind because you have more time to do the things that really matter to you, but it can also give you time to just relax if you need to. If you're starting to feel overwhelmed, you can have more time to slow down. Number 3, commit to only 2 to 3 tasks per day. And this is just basically figuring out what tasks are important to you, what really matters. Instead of having this lengthy to-do list that's filled with 15 items that stress you out whenever you look at it, edit it down to only 2 to 3 items that you need to get done that are going to drive the greatest result for you. The 4th minimalist morning routine habit is to revisit your budget sheet in the morning. This is something that is really useful if you're going through a low by year, which I actually have a low by year habits video to help you make it successful if you want to check that out. But basically, looking at your budget in the morning can really help you to set yourself up to not overspend that day if you're technically somebody that shops compulsively like I used to. This can help you if you set goals for 2021 that are like saving money or paying off debt, then this is a morning habit that could really benefit you. Number 5 I have the 10-minute tidy. I love this one. I always do a 10-minute tidy cleaning session in the morning to really clear out my space, make it fresh for going into the day, and making it feel like a place where I can feel inspired, where I can be creative, where I can be my best self and show up as the person that I want to be. When my environment is cluttered and messy, it stresses me out and it weighs me down and it makes me feel like, ugh, I don't want to do anything. Minimalist morning routine habit number 6 is to listen to uplifting music or 432 hertz music when you're getting ready for the day. Listening to 432 hertz, what it does for me personally is it helps me to be more introspective, to drown out the noise going on around me and really get deep into my thoughts. For some reason, it really helps with my creativity and being able to work through some thoughts that I've had from the day before. And then of course, listening to uplifting music is just fun and a great way to like dance around, sing to it, and just get really pumped for your day and start off strong. And the 7th minimalist morning routine habit is to listen to an inspiring YouTuber or podcaster. Finding a podcaster that you really resonate with, that inspires you, that speaks your language, or a YouTuber that you just love to watch. They make you laugh, they're entertaining, or they're educational and inspiring. Whomever you find yourself loving to watch, take time to watch some of their videos in the morning when you're getting ready. This can really help to get you inspired for the day or just in a better mood. Personally, for me, I really love listening to Julie Solomon, who runs the Influencer podcast. And then some YouTubers that I love to watch include like Catherine Manning. I love her videos. She's down to earth. She also has really great educational content if you are wanting to start a YouTube channel in 2021. Minimalist morning routine habit number 8. Get excited for your day and do the important things first. So this kind of goes with that saying, eat the frog or whatever, and I think that's gross. But for me, for instance, because I work a 9-to-5 job and I really care about this YouTube channel, I will just get straight to the point and start working on what's important and what's going to produce the best results for me and my channel. And honestly, this is because sometimes I'm just in the mood for getting things done and I'm motivated and I need to just take action. Or even if you've already done your variable morning routine habits and you are starting your workday, instead of going through the easy things first, focus on getting the hardest thing done first, getting the thing that's most important to get done off your plate. Because once you get that out of the way, the rest of the day is a lot easier. So you're starting out with having the most energy, decision fatigue hasn't hit you yet, you're not exhausted from a long day. Number 9, dedicate time to your side hustle or hobby if you have one, or if you don't, then find one that really fills up your cup and makes you happy and gives you fulfillment. If there's a hobby or a side hustle that you just really want to be working on in the morning that you get excited for, then dedicate 30 minutes in the morning to work on it. And just make sure you're not feeling overworked, that you're not putting this pressure on yourself, because eventually if you like keep doing that, you'll end up resenting that side hustle or that hobby. So keep it healthy. It's like the best feeling when you feel accomplished with something that you're passionate about. Number 10, read a personal development book with your cup of coffee or tea or water. Whatever you prefer to drink in the morning. Personal development books are great, and if you're not that kind of person that likes self-help books and you think they're kind of just too cheesy for you, that's okay. But honestly, I've found that my energy has improved significantly since working on personal development. I wouldn't have conquered as many limiting beliefs that I have if it wasn't for these personal development books that give me thought-provoking questions to ask myself, as well as practices and strategies that actually help me work through these things that I'm struggling with. But some of my favorite personal development books have been The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein, 6 Months to Six Figures by Peter Voog, She Means Business by Carrie Green, and Stop Checking Your Likes by Susie Moore. I have so many on my list that I want to read. Like, I want to read Atomic Habits. I haven't read that yet, but I'm really excited to. And I just started reading 101 Essays to Change the Way You Think. This was recommended by Vanessa Lau here on YouTube. Minimalist morning routine habit number 11 is to work on an online course and practice intentional learning, which I've talked about before. But basically what I mean by practicing intentional learning and why I think this is so important is because you're way more likely to retain information and take action on whatever you're learning if it's important to you in some way. Whether it's something that you're struggling with or it's something that you're just interested in learning more about, because it's just more important to you right now versus the other stuff. This includes reading books, like making sure that the books that you're reading are very relevant to what you're going through and struggling with, and also listening to podcasts. You're more likely to retain and be a sponge for that information if you resonate with it. And one thing that I have been implementing in my morning routine lately has been learning off of online platforms like Skillshare. If you haven't heard of Skillshare already, it is an online learning community with thousands of classes where you can learn about running your own business and productivity tips. Right now I'm carving out time in my morning routine to learn more about handwriting and Procreate, the fundamentals, to finishing touches by Gia Graham on Skillshare. I personally just started using Procreate to design my transitions, the text that goes on my transitions that you guys see. And let's just say I didn't start off that great, but this course has been extremely helpful for just learning the basics of handwriting and using Procreate. I've been loving this course. It's been really helpful to just improve my digital handwriting skills, and I needed it, let me tell you. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, so there are no ads. They are always launching premium courses to keep you inspired. And most of the classes on Skillshare are under 60 minutes, so it's really easy to integrate them into your morning routine. Premium membership costs less than $10 a month with a yearly subscription, and the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description box down below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. Say what? Minimalist morning routine habit number 12. Reflect on your previous day and find one thing that you can improve on today to make things just a little bit easier. This is really helpful if you're really trying to hone in on a skill and you just want to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. 20 minutes or 10. Just spend a little bit of time practicing the skill that you want to improve. For me, for example, I am always trying to improve my editing skills, my filming skills, my speaking skills, or my drawing skills, like using the class on Skillshare to help me with my handwriting on Procreate. Minimalist morning routine habit number 13, go on a walk without your phone, without any distractions. I really love walks, and I find them as a way to unplug, get outside, be present. Having these walks are really great for me because I'm constantly on social media. I'm constantly doing something with the screen, and it gives me almost this permission to create that boundary and to just be outside and be present. Number 14, practice gratitude. This is one that is, I think, crucial. If you struggle with comparing yourself to other people and their situations, try incorporating gratitude practices into your morning routine. This has made the biggest impact on my anxiety, me feeling overwhelmed, and me feeling just upset that some things haven't happened as quickly as I was hoping that they would have. Maybe I didn't meet a goal that I thought I was going to meet, but remembering to pull yourself back and be able to see all of the things that you do currently have, all of the things that you have to be grateful for, thankful for. Putting yourself into this gratitude mindset makes you feel abundant. It makes you feel lucky almost. And being in that sort of mindset, if you're a believer in the law of attraction, it also means that you will be attracting more of those things to be grateful for. And the last minimalist morning routine habit that I have for you guys, I wanted it to be something completely different from maybe what you've heard before, and something that I learned also from Skillshare, taking another course from them, was intentional documentation. So what I mean by this is taking 1-second videos in the morning of something that makes you smile, that makes you happy, something that you're grateful for, and then at the end of the year you can compile all of the little videos that you have and just just have this video full of happiness and joy. The other part of this, if you don't want to be taking a video, being intentional with documenting what is important to you could be, for instance, having 3 questions that you ask yourself every morning, like what are you excited for the day? What is important to you right now? And what is a win that you accomplished yesterday or today, or a win that you expect to accomplish this week? Just being intentional about documenting your life, writing things down, and being able to see your progress is a really great motivator for being productive and keep on going after your goals instead of feeling like you're not there yet because you don't see chapter 1 to 3, you only see the chapter 3 to 10, and you feel like you're just so far away. But when you see where you were at chapter 1 to where you are now, you become grateful for the progress that you've made. I really hope that you guys found some sort of value in this video, and I hope you enjoyed all of these 15 minimalist morning routine habits. I really focused on productive and healthy habits, mainly on the productive side, because I'm an Enneagram 3 and that's important to me, but also because I want you guys to dial in on what's important to you for reaching goals so that you feel like you're accomplishing something, you're celebrating all of your small wins, you are feeling blessed, you are feeling grateful, and to just keep you guys in this good mood. The best way to see results is to take consistent action. But I also want you to know that there are some days where it's okay to have a lazier morning and just chill and take it slow. Taking care of yourself and your mental health is just as important as being as productive and getting stuff done. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It means the world to me. Again, I really appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe if you enjoy videos on practical minimalism, personal development, and intentional living. I cannot wait to see you guys next week. Bye.